Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Saeed Purcell. I'm here at the YMCA Collin County Adventure Camp for the Igna Tarbiyah retreat. I stole a few minutes away for myself to go exploring on the paths and found this lovely shelter where I'm talking to you now. And as far as the eye can see, not that I can see very far, there's no one else around. At least no other human being around. What you do hear, what you do see, are birds of many different kinds, all singing their songs, woodpecker in the background, all sorts of things. As I look to the left and to the right, I see the glistening of the sunlight as it catches the strands of a spider's web. So many things around us. So often we think we're alone, but we're really not alone. Even in the dunya, we think we're alone many times, and we're not really alone. As I'm reminded when we take a moment to silence our voices, silence the voices in our heads, and just rest and relax and listen to the world around us. I grew up with these sorts of opportunities. I grew up with these sorts of chances often. And so they're very valuable and they're very personal for me. And I enjoy sharing them with people. I think this is a lost art of mankind in general, believers in particular, is slowing our roll, taking a moment, chilling out, and just listening. I'm hearing a bunch of geese in the background right now, actually, as I speak. So many things that we miss. And after we finish noticing the things that are around us, reflecting a little deeper, a little more deeply about how we're never truly alone, even if we were able to find a time when there was nothing else of a lost creation around us that we can see or hear or sense in any way, that we are still surrounded by a lost creation. Amongst the pillars of belief for us as believers is that we believe in the angels, and that we believe in all of the angels, and that they've been assigned tasks and duties and responsibilities. And as we know, as Allah talks about for us, that we have kiram and katibin, is that those noble and recording angels on our right and on our left, writing down our deeds. And that, as we're told elsewhere in the Quran, that we have angels in front of us and angels behind us, and to our right and to our left. So we're surrounded by a company of angels. And as we also know, we've been told by the Prophet ﷺ that we all have a qareen, a companion from amongst the jinn. And they are with us much of the time as well, trying to insinuate to us things that we shouldn't do, things that we shouldn't think. We're never truly alone. And even if we were to wipe those out, if there was a time when we could be free from even that, then we should never lose sight of the fact that in a sense, even then, we're never truly alone. Because Allah is always seeing, always hearing, always knowledgeable, always aware. We're never truly away from His sight, away from His awareness. No matter how how much we may think we are, and we never truly are. And if we think about that, if we really deeply reflect upon that, and we take it to heart, it should cause us to pause every time we think of even the slightest evil that we might do, whether it be a careless word, a thoughtless act, or even the entertaining of doubts within our hearts. That we're never truly alone. We're never truly out of the awareness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He's always aware. He's always informed and watching and hearing. And if we reflect upon that as we rise to stand in Salah, standing in front of Him, when we were always in front of Him, in a sense, Him knowing everything that He knows about us. And then if we turn to Him in complete humility and complete sincerity, fully devoted and fully focused on what we're saying and what we're doing in our Salah, He promises us acceptance. He promises us whatever we ask for, as the Hadith Qudsi that describes how Allah instructed the division of the Salah, and that when we come to Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in, that this is between me and my servant shall have whatever they ask. And then when we ask in the following ayahs, Ihdina siratal mustaqim, guide us to and upon the straight and sure way, that He offers that to us. He gives that to us. He guides us to it. He puts us upon it, and He keeps us firm and steadfast upon it, in spite of everything. In spite of all our weaknesses, in spite of all our failures, in spite of everything else, He turns to us in mercy, and He guides us, and He turns us back when we've strayed away, so that we might continue upon His path, the path which yields ni'am, yields bounty and blessing, and puts us in the company of the prophets and the truthful and the martyrs and the righteous, and keeps us far away from those who would earn anger and wrath, and who would be considered amongst those who are astray. These simple thoughts are truly, truly, I believe, Wallahu ta'ala alam, crucial and important. And I just wanted to share this, as I have this opportunity to be in this environment. Again, this is, in many ways, this is my environment. This is my home, to be out in nature. Truthfully, to be alone with my thoughts. I actually hear a cow now. I heard about a dog a minute ago, and now I hear a cow. MashaAllah. To be able to reflect, and to be able to think and work through things in my own head. And if any of this makes any sense, if any of this is helpful to people, I would greatly appreciate it if you remember me in your dua. And I ask that Allah keep us and you firmly and steadfastly upon His path until the day we meet Him, inshallah ta'ala, fi jannatil a'la. وأقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي وللمؤمنين وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.